Hey guys, we're back with the Great Ace Attorney Resolve. I don't actually know how much time I have to record today. But like, I just recorded the trial like 2 hours ago, right? So I figure it's an investigation. Even if I have to go in like 20 minutes and cut it, right? That's still like progress made. It's not like I'll be in the middle of a trial and like, you know, stop on a cliffhanger. The unexpected halt of proceedings had a clamor around the courtroom. What, not voice acted? Outside the Bailey, where Londoners knew nothing of the secret trial within, is a typical still night. Is it nighttime? A little past 8 o'clock that evening, Mr. Sholmes and his partner returned to Baker Street. Okay, that's late night investigation. 3rd of November, 8 p.m. What time was it at the end of the trial? I wasn't paying attention. We have returned, my dear fellows. Welcome back to Britain. Thank you for your timely help. Think nothing of it. I believe you've had an even more wearing than Miko Toba and I know. You could say that. We're on the brink of defeating court earlier. So this prosecutor, Asogi, had to go on the ropes, did he? He's your best friend, you say? Well, he's not really the man I knew in Japan anymore. Kazuma's changed. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo? I mean, it's incredible. I think you'd even have to entertain the idea of acting as the Reaper's assassin. Nevertheless, you must introduce me. After all, oh, by the way, we have new evidence, don't we? This thingy. Does it go to the pocket watch? Yeah, it really looks like it does. The tiny little stub. Must have been a little knob or something. The thing is, we know the inspector took such good care. Probably broken the instrument card. I mean, there's a small part of the watch still at the scene, maybe. Can we not connect the dots? See those little things all over the place. It's part of... yeah, pocket watch. It's about the crown, I believe. The crown? Like it sits on top of a monarch's head? But actually, this is a crown. I have a feeling I might have seen a monarch around here somewhere with a very bare head. Does it not update? Oh, hold on. Can we now examine the pocket watch again? Yes, we can! What do you think, Mr. Zato? I feel sure I know exactly what will fit here. You're just thinking precisely the same thing. Ta-da! A perfect pick! I knew it! Alright, perhaps you know it. I'll make a note of this new information at once. Okay. The fact that that is in the trunk is going to be important. Meaning the trunk was open during, like, and in the room when Gregson was shot. Or, presumably. Oh. I just got a text. You want barbecue? Yes, I want barbecue. But, okay, we're not going to finish reading this. Drill will take 20 minutes. Crew to resume duties as soon as the drill is over. So, the murder had to have taken place during that 20 minutes, right? After all, I've only ever met the young man as a corpse. When all this started almost a year ago. Did Sholmes really not know? Like, Mr. Sholmes still hadn't told us the truth about what really happened back then. But the motivation for what he himself described as the great detective's lie. Now then, I must say... oh, It's really quite a journey all the way to France. What is another country? What news of Judge Shikoku? We took him to Scotland Yard. The investigating detectives have a lot of questions for the man. Poor Professor Mikotoba. This must have been quite a shock to him. Ah, yes. Pick this up at the telegraph office on our way home. What is it? Surely you haven't forgotten already. Put upon you the matter only yesterday. Put upon me, Sholmes. And to fill out your telegram to Japan and foot the bill as well. You had a reply already? What was so urgent, though, Mr. Sholmes? Such matters can wait until late. What did he ask about them? I forget what it was. Far too hungry for an involved conversation at present. Was it about Asa Shin? That's good news. The supper is ready, everyone. Oh, and what a feast it is. If I were none the wiser, I think the trial were won already. Roast beef, kipper stew, steak, and kidney pie. Yorkshire pudding. A turkey. Tomorrow could be a very long day, so eat up. Or is it a chicken? Did he say? No, he didn't mention it at all. In that case, I think I'll seat myself just here. This place appears to be the only one set with a helping of pheasant as well. That's what it is. Sorry, Hurley, not there. Why ever not? Are we in set places this evening? Yes! That place is for Susie's daddy. Oh, she eavesdropped. For me? That's right. Made it especially for you, Professor Mickey. I see. It's terribly kind of you. It's a shame, really. What do you mean? Well, for a brief moment I believed it. But Susie and I were half-sisters, I mean. Oh, okay, she's onto this. Oh! Iris, do you mean? Yes, I know now. I overheard yesterday. Secretly listening to the conversation you had. After I tricked you all into thinking I'd left. What? What? Sholmes is dead! I can't believe it! Sholmes got Shinda! You aren't human! The misunderstanding arose because of that autopsy report from 10 years ago. But actually, it turned out that neither Dr. Wilson nor Professor Mikotoba are Iris' father. Yes, about that, Iris. You know, I know. You can't tell me at the moment. Oh, Iris. The pheasant is by way of an apology. Sorry for eavesdropping. I mean, Sholmes can't. Well, I mean, he could be the dad, actually. He's old enough. But was she like an orphan they picked up during Hound of the Baskervilles? Who's the dad? Oh, no, that's quite alright. Why don't I get an apologetic pheasant? Does he get the whole pheasant? So just who is Iris' father? Suppose that's not something we'll be finding out today. Oh, come on! We'll find out tomorrow in court! But it's quite relevant. So then, let us dine. While our largely pheasantless plates are still piping hot. Well, where's the manuscript, by the way? We haven't heard about it in a while. A fine idea, Sholmes. It all looks absolutely delicious. Eat as much as you like. There are always seconds. Watch the punching glove pop up and all the food goes flying. This could be our last chance to ask questions before tomorrow's trial. About the telegram from Japan, and about Kazuma. So this is not an actual investigation? It's just talking? Can't let this opportunity slip away. Oh, look at Sholmes. Looking all suave like. Are the other people here as well? No, just him. Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing? He wants a pheasant. Surely it's abundantly clear. I wasn't brooding over Mikotoba's refusal to share his pheasant with me. Nevertheless, I felt the need to withdraw from the social circle for a while. Look on with hungry eyes. Huh. Sorry, Early. I cooked that pheasant especially for Susie's daddy. Even though I played the role of father to you for far longer. Mr. Sholmes, could I discuss some things with you? Certainly, my dear fellow. I find myself quite in the mood for a spell of conversation. No doubt, you're hungry to learn more of my deep love of game. I felt like contained my curiosity in that one. Game as in, the game is a foot, or game as in like, gamey meat, like a pheasant. Well, is pheasant game? I assume it is? You need to look at me in that fashion. Like, anything you hunt is game, right? Or, I don't know. In what fashion? It seems that before we discuss the pheasant, we have some rather unpheasant matters to discuss. Shut up. Telegram from Japan. So, what was in the telegram? Oh, this? I think my lucky stars had arrived in time. Which one? Konata? Tsukasa? Record found as indicated. Duplicate follows. K. Asuki, A. Shin, T. Gregson, J. Wilson. Yeah! What? Those 4 names. We've come across that exact same list before. Been waiting for this to be brought up. Came up in the end. Yeah, I remember. A file that involved the sale of British governmental secrets to foreign states. Exposing the means by which those secrets were being leaked, we deciphered a fragment of a message. Yep. We didn't find the names out until the case was over. We never did get to the bottom of what they meant. All we knew was that the information had been sent by somebody in the British government to somebody in Japan. Shikoku, then? Why are the names coming up again now? Yes, where did the sender of your telegram discover them, Mr. Sholmes? I have here the message I had wired yesterday. Allow me to read it to you. Enter Judge Shikoku's office undetected and investigate telegram records. Expect to find communication from Britain dated 1 year ago. List of 4 names, needed by tomorrow. Naruhodo. That's not Naruhodo! I sent it to a detective I know who specializes in clandestine missions of this nature. You asked Inspector Hosonaga to undertake such an onerous task for you? And in my name? Wonder what guise he opted for this time. My dear fellows, this is a matter of great urgency, you understand? Anyway, the list of names was found in Seichiro's office, as Sholmes predicted. So you mean that mysterious collections of names that was sent from Britain to Japan was... It was sent to Judge Shikoku. He is the intended recipient. I don't believe it. But that doesn't answer the question of what the list of names actually signifies. I did formulate a hypothesis about that. Without a shred of evidence, I couldn't possibly have shared it. Mr. Sholmes looks deadly serious for once. Telegram from Japan has entered the court record. I'm still not 100% sold on the Gregson is involved in the Reaper theory. I'm still kind of expecting that might be overturned. But if he is, and like, come on, so they silenced Wilson. They said, well, Asashin's death might have been a coincidence. Possibly. Like, what's his name? Nananumi? Yeah. Well, anyway, either way, she was killed. Gregson was killed. Kazuma was probably next. And then, you know, Jikoku was also, like... Kazuma's dead. That tragedy we had to go through on the SS Buru. I wonder, was it Jikoku that sent Kazuma on his mission? It's gotta be, right? Kazuma wasn't dead at all. We're completely taken in by the lie you told us. Your great detective's lie. I took no pleasure in deceiving you. However, at the time, all that concerned me was preventing the young man's study tour from taking place, whatever the cost. What? I capitalized on the events that transpired to see that he was sent back to Japan. His remains, you mean? Precisely, Mr. Zato. But he snuck out. And then, make sure that somebody else was sent to Britain in his stead. Oh my, you mean? The arrangement between our two countries is already in place. I want a university student lawyer and one judicial assistant to be accommodated on a study tour. In other words, by arranging for someone else to fill the place originally intended for Mr. Asogi, I would successfully prevent the man from arriving on our shores for several years at least. Wait, do you mean to say it was all in aid of stopping Kazuma coming to Britain? That's why you... Think back, Mr. Naruhodo. Was there not somebody who quite casually urged you to continue on the voyage to England? Well, was there? Maybe there was a weird British guy? Oh, yep. Night of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, study tour can no longer go ahead. Okay, this was a long time ago. I don't remember the scene exactly. My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know? All you require is one lawyer. The study tour can continue, surely. There's no one else with the necessary qualifications. The voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer. So, you manipulated me? I've often remarked on the extraordinary lengths to which friendship will drive a man. I was quite sure that you would rise to the challenge for your late friend. I don't believe it. But if it was all contrived... I mean, contrived? Is it? Maybe it's pronounced contrived. What happened was treated by the authorities as murder. A woman was mistakenly arrested as the perpetrator. What do you suppose became of her? Naturally, I didn't allow the misapprehension to have any serious repercussions. I subsequently explained everything and assisted the unfortunate soul in finding the foreign refuge she sought. Okay, so she found out afterwards. She did think she killed the guy, and, you know. Seem to remember Mr. Zato and I had some rather strong words for her. Well, she's certainly not devoid of all guilt. She deserved every word, I'm sure. I mean, she did think she killed him. Wonder if she made it to America then. Yeah, American sequel! Play as The ballerina girl whose name I forget. I'm afraid I simply cannot comprehend it. Why would you go to such lengths, Mr. Sholmes? Why were you so determined to stop Kazuma-sama from reaching Britain? The truth is, 12 months ago, there's already a very tangible omen of impending tragedy, you see. Oh. An omen that at this very moment in time is close at hand. An omen of all these tragic events? We need to find out exactly what Mr. Sholmes knows. 3%. The telegram? There's no room for doubt with your instructions of this telegram. You're very clear it was in his office that it should be searched, so you obviously knew where the list of names would be found. Is it Wilson's death that set all this off? We only learned of those 4 names just over 6 months ago now. Only because they appeared as part of a top-secret government communications that were leaked. That's true, yes. At the time, you were unaware of the background. See, those 4 names were wired to Japan around 6 months before that. Okay, I didn't even think of the timeline on that. Approximately this time last year, in fact, when you were both still in Japan. It really would be hypocrisy on my part to reprove others for intercepting state secrets. Because after all, I'm perpetually eavesdropping on communications between the British and Japanese governments! Perpetually doing what? How? Never mind the details, but you should know. No secret is safe from Herlock Sholmes when he has designs on knowing it. Mr. Sholmes? What a fabulous line! Don't encourage him. Now, 1 month after the list of 4 names was wired to the recipient Jikoku in Japan, Dr. John H. Wilson was murdered. Yeah. As soon as I learned of the incident, my hypothesis rapidly took shape in my mind. As it turned out, I was partly correct and partly mistaken. Oh, what if they wanted Kazuma dead because they were worried that he had the papers? The Asuki papers. Nevertheless, it's the beginning of all the tragic events that were to follow. Mr. Sholmes, please, tell us all you know. Tell us about these 4 names and the tragedy to which they're all somehow connected. Where's Miko Toba, by the way? 4 names. As I said, when I learned of Dr. Wilson's murder in Japan, my mind immediately turned to those 4 names. As you see, there's someone else on the list who I believe to be recently deceased. What? Who? What? A Shin, as is transcribed in Japanese script. In actual fact, it's Asa Shin. That was a familiar name to me. She was a professional killer, well known among London's unsavory classes. I see. She had completely vanished from existence several months before Wilson's murder. So I came to the logical conclusion that she had herself been killed. I wonder if she's a reference to, like, I don't know, like any, like, Holmes novel. Accordingly, I became fearful for the lives of the remaining 2 persons on the list. Kei Asugi, T. Gregson. Owing to our proximity, I decided to take measures to protect Gregson myself. I determined it would be safest if young Asugi were to stay away from Britain. So that's why you went to such lengths to prevent his study tour from going ahead. Exactly. So you already knew who Kazuma-sama was, Mr. Sholmes? Oh yes. Sholmes and I have exchanged correspondence for years. Right, so when Case 2 was taking place back in the first game, did he know at the time Kazuma was alive and he was just pranking us? Or did he think for a good minute? Well, no, he examined the body. But the other idea was that for a minute he thought Naruhodo was like the assassin or something. I'd recounted many tales about Asuki to him in my letters. The news of Dr. Wilson's death, of course. So, Dr. Wilson is dead then. I didn't know. Oh, hey, Iris! Well, he's not your dad, so it's okay. I know he wasn't my daddy, but still. That's very sad. I'm so sorry, Iris. We knew the significance of the name, obviously, but we just couldn't bring ourselves to tell you. No. Well, you just told us, Mr. Sholmes. Doesn't completely tie in with the facts. It's one big hole in your hypothesis. A big hole, Mr. Naruhodo? Ah, yes. You mean about Asa Shin, I presume? Oh, of course! Exactly, she wasn't killed, was she? Yeah. She was in Japan, posing as a visiting student under the assumed name Giselle Brecht. I'm glad you're keeping up, my dear fellow. I only became aware of that fact 2 days ago! The foyer of the Great Waterloo Hotel. Ah. And upon hearing that startling revelation, a hypothesis that I'd formed surrounding those 4 names was completely turned topsy. What? Topsy? Topsy hypothesis. What do you mean when you say your hypothesis was turned topsy? I believed all 4 victims on the list to be the names of victims. However, I was mistaken. Very much so! Asashin was a killer! So this telegram is a list of both victims and or maybe it's just the killers. Indeed, the same mission was dispatched from Britain with the sole intention of dispatching Dr. Wilson. Her visiting student status being merely a front. That should of course explain why no motive could be determined for her actions. So the real reason Dr. Wilson was killed by Asashin is because he was the target of an assassination. And forearmed with that knowledge, fresh consideration of this telegram puts the list in a very different perspective. What do you mean? Well, does it not strike you? There's another among the 4 who subsequently became a visiting student. Wait, you mean... But of course, a name you know only too well. You mean Kazuma? Oh! He did say in court earlier today. Yes, on the 31st of October, I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk in order to carry out a mission. Oh, wait, hold on. I got told to look up the barbecue menu. Hold on. I'm gonna cut the. I'll cut the video. I'll be right back. This is more important. Okay, I ordered my barbecue, and the mission was the assassination of the Mark. Young Asuki accepted that mission a year ago now. Surely not. In conclusion, this document is a contract of sorts. An international agreement, one might say, detailing an assassin exchange. Assassin exchange? How could Kazuma possibly have gotten involved in something like that? What, so Japan would keep Asashin, and they'd get Kazuma, because, like, Asashin was a known actor, right? And Kazuma, you know, you'd just be a visiting student. Nobody would suspect him. Let's assume we have 2 parties, each wishing to dispose of a distinct individual. Those 2 parties then make a contract to swap their respective assassination targets. That would be an assassin exchange. So to begin with, the British assassin is dispatched as a visiting student to Japan, where she kills her target. And then the Japanese assassin is dispatched as a visiting student to Britain in order to eliminate his target. It certainly does sound like an exchange. But what on earth is the point? Why does Japan want Wilson dead in that case? They'd have Kazuma assassinate Gregson and Asashin assassinate Wilson, right? But I guess Wilson knew the professor's identity? But in that case, that would imply Jikoku did not know that the professor was framed. Well, he certainly was. There's no doubt about that. The final case would be too boring if the professor wasn't framed. Don't forget, Naruhodo, that the British assassin at least escaped conviction, thanks to diplomatic immunity afforded by consular jurisdiction. Oh, yes. Such jurisdiction should be null and void under the terms of the new treaty between our 2 countries. So the fact that it was brought into play suggests intervention at the very highest levels. The highest levels? These murders are 2 sides of the same coin, linked not by a common motive, but by a contractual agreement. As such, they appeared utterly unrelated. Yet in truth, the assassins were complicit in one singular, devilish scheme. That dissociation, the safeguard of diplomatic immunity, were, I believe, the motivation behind this plot. But wait a minute, Sholmes. This telegram really is describing the exchange of assassins as you're suggesting. It would mean that the Japanese killer's target was never Seishiyo Jikoku at all. It would mean Asuki's target was actually Inspector Gregson. What? Kazuma was here for Gregson? Just Jikoku wasn't actually the Mark? That's exactly what it would mean. I hold myself personally responsible for failing to keep the inspector safe. Mr. Sholmes. I told him of my fears and implored him to seek a transfer to an overseas position. Obviously, with a young pickpocket in tow. Miss Gina. Came to think of it, Gregson didn't mention that to us at the... Yeah, I remember. He'd be transferring to the Paris police and taking Gina with him. Without informing me, he engaged in one last assignment, it seems. And sadly, turned out to be his very last. This is too much to take in. The motive for the killing does very much seem to be taking care of loose ends. Alright everyone, it's quite enough of all that serious talk for one day. Isn't it, Hurley? I mean, look at the time. Quite right, Iris. Let's conclude our preparations for tomorrow. Oh, you know what? They would be the two. Remember, they found a decisive piece of evidence in the stomach of Clint, I think? Yeah. So Wilson and Gregson would be the two who know the most about it. Along with Mikotoba and Dr. Scythe. But, Mikotoba's name actually isn't on here, is it? Interesting. Anyway. We must conclude our preparations for tomorrow. What preparations? Come on, we all know. I think Iris is going to end up being a witness. Especially, well, or at least Sholmes with the papers. I think I should make my way back to my hotel room now. This has certainly been a night to remember. It is a little bit sad, though. I mean, I like the idea of you being my daddy. Because then Susie would have been my big sister. Sorry, Iris. I know, Iris. I was thinking quite the same thing. But you want Iris to be your big sister? Were you? If somebody like me would be worthy, I'd be delighted to become your sister. What? Really? Oh yes, without question. You'll teach me the ways, all the ways you know to throw Yuno to the floor. No. Don't. Yes, of course. It would be my pleasure. You didn't have to agree quite so readily. Oh, wait a minute. Susie's gonna be my big sister? You can be my big brother if you want. No, don't make this weird. Huh? I mean, yes, of course. You'll have me. I'll gladly be your brother. Well done, Iris. You must always be mindful of feelings. I've raised you so well. Ha 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 ha. Being sensitive is your strong suit, naturally. What if Sholmes is just the dad and you never bothered to say it? Right, I'm gonna work extra hard for tomorrow now. It's for my big brother and sister. Don't say Oni-chan. Let's all this talk about preparing for tomorrow. Preparing what? You'll just have to wait and see. Oh. Good luck in court tomorrow. Expecting a sterling performance. I'll do my very best, of course. Okay, it's weird the manuscript hasn't been brought up at all. It has not been mentioned once, I think. What? Oh, no, yeah, it's been mentioned in this game. But not in this case. Or the last, I think. The overnight break in the trial's proceedings became a crucial turning point, exposing new truths while posing new conundrums. That list of 4 names on the telegram in Judge Shikoku's office, and the extraordinary assassination plot, in which my best friend had somehow become involved. I felt as though I'd been plunged into an even greater darkness all of a sudden. But at the same time, I felt sure I'd see the light again soon. Because I was lucky enough to have the most wonderful family in the world standing steadfastly behind me. Wait, if Iris and Yunosuke are siblings and Sholmes is the dad, that means Yunosuke can call Sholmes dad. I'm okay with this. To be continued. Okay. I guess we're gearing up for the finale, huh? I mean, it's obviously going to be a multiple-part trial, but still. Ooh. Okay, guys, I will be back, like, tomorrow or the day after or something to do that. I don't know if I mentioned this in Ace Attorney yet, but I've got a rush to finish this. Like, I've got next week, and after that, I'm going to be swamped and not going to have a lot of time to record. Like, I don't want to, like, you know, do, like, one Ace Attorney video of the finale, like, every other day or something. Because, like, the cliffhangers would be too bad for me. I need to get, like, in the groove. So I think, like, I'm just going to go all out the next couple of days I have available to record and finish this. So, yeah, expect a huge backlog. Like, there already is a huge backlog. Like, is this episode 40? I just uploaded 25 the other day. So, like, a little bit behind. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.